we're down a member. Because as I said just before we went to the break, it's Adelaide's fault that Victoria's in the state it's in.
Unconfirmed.
No, it's 100% confirmed.
Damo, it's confirmed.
A person came back into Australia via Adelaide quarantine.
That's
they
right.
riddled him with coronavirus and then sent him into Victoria.
We still would have stuffed it up anyway,
and completely
Jim, Daddy.
cocked our state.
Yeah, exactly right.
All of that happened.
I know.
So for that reason and that reason alone, we've banned Bernard. He's not allowed into Victoria until we sort this out. So he's been in Adelaide and we've just left him over there.
Yeah.
Now we've sent him to the Gold Coast. Bernard!
Hello, boys. How are we? And, hey, not your choice. This is my choice that I'm not over there in that shithole because if you got your contact tracers right, it would be fine. But you just can't do that.
If you
here I am on the
infuse
beautiful
him
Gold
with
Coast.
disease,
Yes.
we wouldn't have to contract trace or whatever. the
So
hell
he's
you
up
just
on the
said.
Gold Coast. He's allowed to travel.
I'm up on the Gold Coast.
Oh,
20 degrees.
Bernie.
The sun's out. The players are out doing their warm up. What a beautiful day, and what a big game it's going to be too.
Who's playing?
Gold Coast, Port Adelaide. When you look, Bill.
Hit it, hose.
I told you, homeboy.
That's what you call a nuff-nuff.
Yeah, that's how we living, and you know.
Like a nuff-nuff.
Break it down.
All right, Bernard.
Yes, and this is why you got me back, because this segment is just taking off around the globe. I want to start. We had a few, isn't it? What, any arguments there? Or,
Yeah,
what are
a
you
lot.
laughing at, Hose?
We've all got an argument each.
Hey, I want to start with Chris Scott. Now, last week we had some Wi-Fi issues with Damo's mate Robbo. This week, same thing with Chris Scott.
The Bulldogs were coming. They were in front and they were.
How's Tom Hawkins? Post game, Chris.
Tom, I promise I'm going to come to you after this question. I'll answer Mitch's first, but you sound like Mark Robinson at the moment.
Very good. That, mate,
Nice.
Tom Brown, and did not ask a question after that, just unplugged himself, which he probably should do a little bit more often if I was had anything to do with it. Hey, champs, I've got to be very careful because the great man is standing right next to me, but remember, Triple M paid his way up to, do the special comments and do the boundary, and, well, this is what he ended up doing.
Is there a particular reason other than the game you're there?
Well, I was hosting the official AFL function prior to the game,
cashy,
so well, it wasn't a cashy because you got to put it through the right channels, as you know. So it's all above board.
Oh.
Bullshit, champs. Bullshit. That was a cashy. He says, grab me. He's grabbed me.
No, he has. We can actually see you.
Was up there for.
We can see you, Bernie, and he hasn't grabbed you.
Oh, quick. Chance, grab me. Grab me. There he is. He's come back.
Ask him, is he going to sing the national anthem today?
Are you going to sing the national anthem? No, he's just giving the no. Let me off here. But this, what he... Oh, if he gives him a cashy. Hey, hang on, he's starting to cut into my segment now. You just move on, Jen. Hey, he was there, though. This is what he was there for, to let us know the medical sub. So he was all over it.
By the way, you got the medical subs for us.
I actually haven't got the medical subs at the moment.
So now let me just get this right. So you've gone up there just to do the lunch, and this is a secondary thing.
Brian's onto it. Brian can smell that. Yeah.
Priorities, and Brian was just filthy that they didn't get him to speak at the luncheon too. But hey, Jim, you don't bob up in this segment very much, but Monday before Queen's birthday, I wanted to play the whole thing uncensored, but would be breaking radio coast. You dropped the C-bomb. Have a listen.
Oh. Should I have gone, my first steps in coaching, should they have been at another, in another culture, in another place? Culture, Burn. The word I used was culture.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, after the C-bomb you used culture, but Duck, I know it's been a bit boring over there, and you can't really do too much, but we've had old David Attenborough Duck. He's out again this week. Have a listen.
Tell me this, why do we have the zoo down the road here, near Werribee, open zoo, and we have lions and everything there? Then you go up to the Gold Coast and they've got polar bears, no lions.
Thanks, Duck.
Doesn't that make sense?
What the hell is that? What is that?
Well, I tell you what, doesn't it make sense? We have lions down here in the freezing cold and no polar bears, and up there they have polar bears and no lions where it's warm.
Yeah, no, we heard you, Duck.
Sometimes
That's why I played it. You just repeated it.
Doesn't it make
Let me process your thoughts, Duck, before you use your voice on the radio.
Doesn't it make sense?
Not really.
Anyway, boom.
Okay, so the poor lion's shivering under a tree at the minute. The polar bear's up there trying to take his fur coat off.
Zip it.
Duck, if you say it again, I'll shut you down. Hey, Bill, we know you've got an IQ of a 3-year-old, but this only ever happens on cartoons. What were you thinking?
Did you read the story about the scuba diver got eaten by a whale and spat out again?
No, he
Did you
didn't.
read that?
How big's a spurter? The hole?
No, it didn't come out of the hole.
Oh.
It went into his guts.
I thought he spurted him out, and then he had a really good ride.
Didn't get him out of the hole.
Oh, Bill. Bill.
Are you serious, Bill?
Bill, come on.
Now, Bernie, one, I don't believe this bloke. Reckons he got swallowed by a whale, was in there for a minute, then the whale, he reckons, opened his mouth and he swam out again.
But you said he went through the hole.
Well, I thought he spurted him out. Spouted him out.
Splurter.
And he was just
Of
sitting
all
up there, like having a great little swim on the top of the... just enjoying the sunshine.
Exactly my
Can't do
point.
like
On
that.
top of the 3-year-old. A splurter.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a very technical way to describe that. Hey, speaking of 3-year-olds, this week, Dave McKay, he was going to the Tribunal, not jail, Bill.
Well, let's start with David McKay, who has been sent directly to jail.
Been playing a little bit too much Monopoly there in the lockdown, Bill, because do not pass go, do not collect $200. Hey, can you say Tribunal for me quickly, Bill?
Actually, you said it wrong just then. You say it.
Tribunal. Tribunal.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you say it, Bill.
Tribunal.
Bill thinks if you say it quietly, it's better.
Chimney.
And can you say essential for me? I listened to the start of the show. Essential.
Essential.
That's better.
Oh, yeah, that's better, because it was essential before.
Yeah.
And you're a joke with that. You're an absolute... What about your kit going down the slide? Now, I've got no audio with this because we don't want any.
Well, that's...
But I heard you hit the ice bath from Adelaide.
Oh,
Hey, here you go.
That'll go well, no audio when you're on radio.
Did that make sense? Audio, radio. It did, actually. That's a surprise. But this week, boys, this is Nuffy of the Week. Play the sting, please, host.
Nuff of the Week.
Jeez, I'm liking that as well. I'm liking all this stuff I'm doing, actually.
Yeah, you're very
Ash,
happy
he
with
doesn't
yourself.
make too many mistakes. He doesn't make too many mistakes. But when he does, we need to call him out, especially if there's a few in the same game. He started off with, well, it was sort of Ross's fault.
It is different.
Oh, jeez. Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, there's been a spillage. Ross has thrown coffee all over the two-man's computer. Making strange noises.
So when he loses access to his computer, that is a real malfunction for that man, because he relies on that with his life. And then the question was asked about Sean Atlee and Steve McCann next.
How's Sean Atlee's season going this year on the Reds' Edge? Choose up the game, 226, Sean Atlee.
Yeah, he is 226. That puts him level with Stephen McCann. Of course, as a premiership player for the Kangaroos. He's averaging 20 touches this year.
McCann,
Yeah.
premiership player.
Wasn't he?
Don't think
No, he wasn't actually. No, he played in the 78 grand final, sorry. Spot on,
Okay,
Jack.
thank you, Chew.
Well over it, jeez.
So no, he wasn't. Well pointed out, Doug. But by this stage, Ash is all over the shop. He's rattled. He doesn't know what to do. And this next one tips him right over the edge. I've never seen this from the Ash.
Oh, no.
How's he gone on the stat sheet today so far, the octathlete?
Yep, he's had 7 disposals and for Triple M Reds Ed. Is it, who are we talking about? I just zoned out. I'm going to have to take myself off, guys. He hasn't had a stat. See you later.
Just got to get the boy off.
He hasn't touched it. Two-man's taking the headset off. Probably fair enough, too.
Too hard.
He's wandering out to have a break, the Chew.
Chew's off.
He's taking himself off after 20 years.
20 years.
He's admitted that he's a fraud.
His last 15 minutes has been terrible, by the way.
Oh, poor old Chew.
Poor Chew.
Hey, by the way, Bertie, I've just Googled Steve McCann.
He was a premiership player.
I think he might have been a premiership.
He actually was. It was Ross Glendenning who missed 77, played 78, and McCann, I think, was the reserve.
How am I meant to know every premiership
Well,
player?
you reckon you did.
Well, I knew that Steve was there. I didn't realise he was a part of that.
I think he was a reserve, the old reserve.
Yeah, he was old. He never actually got on. So
no, he did get on. He got on.
Get on.
Yeah,
Did he?
on. Yeah, almost certainly.
I'm going to do some more research on
Anyway,
that.
Bernard, we're taking this off in a different direction.
That's good.
Bernard.
That's good. What's that? Sorry. Jim, sorry.
We just lost some audio out of the Gold Coast. I said we're just taking your segment off in a different direction. Are we leaving it with Ash? Yes. Of course, one of our all-time favourites. But everyone can have a bad day.
Remember when he called Scott Pendlebury?
Scont.
Scont.
He did. He called him. He did. He branded him Scont. Yep. Hey, stay there, Bernard. We're going to get to you in just a sec. We need to clean up the audio up there, I hope. We got suddenly got a big gap. What's that?
Oh, I don't know. Gold Coast.
I think it's Bernie. By the time he hears it,
and there's a delay.
Goes through his head.
Is that what you reckon it is?
You've got a delay, Bill.
Right.
What?
Hey, Bill, don't groan, Bill.
I don't know if I did.
You did. Every time I speak, you groan.
No, it's great to hear you.
And yeah, is it? No,
I'd rather hear you than see you. What do you got for us now? Because it's going well.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Well, a couple of things I missed actually when I come past you. Of talking about whales, aren't you? Isn't the Brownless family a descendant of the whale family?
Yeah.
They army truck back. You should know. You should know. But well, just you.
Yeah.
But that's one thing. And VB, aren't they unhappy with you with that small advertisement that they got going down the slide? just happened to miss those two lines on my paper when I was reading out before. So.
Now, Bernard, who's the back line up there? You've got Port Adelaide, Gold Coast. You've got Champs, we've already seen. Who else is going to be tearing that one a newie?
We've got Brett Thomas up here, so he's doing some of his best work. And the great Simon Black has just walked in there. He's like royalty up here.
Royalty.
They just part for him. They like the red carpet's out. Actually, the whole box is
it's
red
like
now,
the sea. It parts like the sea, the Red Sea.
Oh, is that what it is, Bill? Yeah. You're good at like sort of animals and water and stuff.
I've never agreed with Kane Corns in my life, but have a what he just sent through. Shut up, Bernie.
Oh, you've got Kane Corns' number, do you, Bill?
Well, we're friends. We work together on Sundays.
It's probably a private message to you, do.
Oh, was it? Yeah, sorry.
What else has he said? Read some other messages he sent to you.
Oh, he's said, what is Bernie doing on this show? He talks about Chad a lot. He loves his brother Chad.
Chad's here.
Chadwick Corns unfeasibly obsessed with his own appearance.
Yes. He's actually out here with his shirt off.
He will be.
Not
There's no doubt he will be, Bernard.
He's a man. He got his Guernsey ripped in a game at the Giants Stadium, and the sun was out, and he actually ran away from the runner so that he could stay on. Full Guernsey, not even a little bit, not just ripped. The Guernsey was off on the sideline, just continued to just run around out in the sun.
All right, Bernard, we're going to leave this to you. You've got the big team assembled up there to take the next 2.5 hours and do it justice.
Thanks, boys. Thanks, Rosie. And piss off, Bill.
And then we are back for Brisbane and North Melbourne. Well, certainly Duck and I are. We let you go when it comes to the footy.
Having a gin.
We let you go when the footy actually starts. That's when we exit you.
Why is that?
Because you're not good.
Why don't you go somewhere else except your own pub?
Hey?
Why don't you go somewhere else except your own pub?
Because you don't pay for it.